Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Annette. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hi, well today I bring you the kit from Beadpark. If you haven't seen my unboxing video, I'm going to link it over here in the information card on the top right. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. Don't miss out on that video so you can see all the little kits I've been doing videos on. And if you are a current subscriber, don't forget to hit that ring bell besides the subscribe button to be notified of future videos. And if you like this video and like me creating more videos like this one, give it a thumbs up. It helps grow my channel. Okay, you guys, I think this is so colorful and beautiful just the way it is. But the actual kit, I cannot even say the word, kit from Beadpark brings everything you see here. Everything. I just unpacked it from the little plastic bags it came in, but it has all of the things that you see here. I love it because you have enough to create so many different earrings, and I think it's just going to be a lot of fun to mix and match different things and different colors and different shapes and things like that. So let's dive in, and this is just very spontaneous, so let's get into it. I think I want to do some blue. Let's do some blue. And, you know, you don't always have to do blue, but you can do one blue, one green, whatever you want. But I'm going to do blue. And I think I'm going to do blue, yellow. And I think I want to do this turquoise at the top. Because I have the yellow in the middle. I think that's going to be a pretty combination right there. Yep, I think that's what I'm going to do. So what I will do is I am going to, since I have 3 items here, I am going to do the center one first. And what I'll do is I will grab one of these head pins like this, and I will put it through the hole. See how it doesn't come through? And I'll make another loop right over here because these are going to be really dangly. So that's what I'm going to do. And then I'm going to cut this again because I think this is too long. I'm going to push it to the right to bend it as an L, and I still think that's too long. And I'm going to do another loop over here. Okay, this is going to be a little bit dangly, which is fine. I'm fine with that. But it's not coming out from either end. You see that? It's not coming out from either end. And what I'm going to do here on this one is I'm going to use one of these, okay? One of the head pins. I'm going to open this end right here. Remember, front to back. I'm going to put it through this bead, okay? And this one's going to come through here. It's just going to dangle there. And then I'm going to close this really quick so it doesn't escape me. And I'm going to do another loop at the top. I'm going to bend this as an L. I'm going to cut this because that loop I want it to be small. And then I'm going to do another loop right here. And the reason I'm creating a loop here is you have a couple of options, but for now, that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so I have a loop there. I'll leave that the way it is. I'm going to do the same to this one. And then these two are together. So now all I need to do is definitely put a jump ring through here. Here comes the test to see if the jump ring is just going to fit there by itself or this jump ring is going to be too small. And if it is, we have something else that we can do, but we're going to try to use everything we have here. So we're going to put it through here, through the hole. And we're going to put this through the hole. And we're going to close this. Okay. And there we have it. But see what I was telling you? This jump ring is not big enough. And that's fine. What we're going to do is we're going to open this jump ring right here. We're going to remove this part from it. I want to leave that all together, okay? And I am going to grab my round nose pliers right here, and I'm going to use the very end of this, and I'm going to create a jump ring right there. I hope you can see that, okay? And I just want one big jump ring. I don't need to make any more, and I'm going to cut it right here both of them together. Okay, there's my big jump ring. I'm gonna grab this, and I'm gonna grab this, and I'm gonna put it through this hole right here. There we go. Now, this is the perfect size. Oops, I gotta close this better. There we go. Okay, so now I'm gonna grab the jump ring, the earring, and this one right here. I'm gonna close it. And there is my earring. Look how cute. Oh my gosh, I love that. That is so, so cute. And very lightweight. I think that turned out to be pretty. Okay, there's the other part of the earring. I think it's going to turn out really pretty. Now, you have a couple of options here, but the one that they give you is like a little stud. And if you've never seen one of these, I'm going to try to put it in my palm so you can see it. Maybe not, but this has a little hole on this side. Do you see that? It has a little hole right there. So this is very convenient for us to be able to put this in here, no problem. And if what you're using or whatever you decide to do, it doesn't work, then you can always use a jump ring and then put that in there. So you're gonna put that through the hole. Let me hold this right. I'm gonna put that through the hole right there, and then we're gonna close it. Okay, there we go. And then if you want to use a stopper, an ear stopper on the back, then that's what you do. You just put it there. Look how pretty. That turned out to be absolutely stunning. I love it. I love it. So pretty. Okay, we're done with this one, so we're going to do the next one. Okay, you guys, so after I recorded this part, my audio and my video went bad for some reason, so I had to cut it short, and I could only save like the last part of recreating the green ones. And the green ones are a little bit longer, very similar to the first ones I did, except I added additional jump rings and I did a loop wrapped at the top where the earring stud goes. So that's what you are seeing here, me putting the ear stud, and the actual earring is like 2 discs and then the triangle. Then after that, I started creating a third earring, and I think I could save some of that footage for you guys. I hope you enjoy. Let's do one more. And this time what I will do is we're going to use the red one and make this one dangle from that one. So we're going to grab another eye pin and we're going to create another bigger jump ring. Okay, there we go. I'm going to cut this right here. I have the jump ring. We're going to put this one in here, and we're going to take the ear stud and we're going to put it in there as well. You can put this with a separate jump ring, but I don't want to do that. And then we're going to close this right here. Okay. There we go. Okay, so now that I have that, let me create the other one really quick. And we're going to put our bead. So it already has the loop there, so we don't have to do anything. And we're going to create a little swirl on this side. So we're just going to go around here, grab your nylon jaw pliers, okay, hold it right there, and start creating a swirl. As big as the head pin, the eye pin will allow you to make it, okay? There we go. Now we're going to put a jump ring through here. So let's do that. We're going to put it here. And then we're going to put, whoops, without dropping it, we're going to put this through here. And we're going to put the ear stopper here. Look how cute that looks. That's absolutely adorable. That looks so pretty. Okay, you guys, leave me your comments down below. Tell me which one did you prefer? The extra long ones, the mediums, or the small ones? Small, medium, and large, or extra large. But you do have enough in here to create many earrings, as you can see. I hope that you enjoy this video, and until next time, God bless.